Hello everyone, this is Santosh. Welcome to Island Technology. Today we will discuss about the topic Java 9 factory methods and their improvements. The arrival of Java 9 brings many new features to Java Collections API, one of which being collection factory methods. Java 9 has created many methods for creating immutable list, set, map, and map.entry objects. In older versions in Java, like Java 8 and earlier versions, we can use collections class utility methods like unmodifiable to create immutable collection objects for our requirements. If we want to create an immutable list, then we can use collections.unmodifiableList method. Same can be applied with set and map. These methods are too long and more detailed. In order to achieve the same behavior, Java 9 has provided utility methods to list, set, and map interfaces. We'll see what are the problems with earlier versions of Java in practical with JShell. If your system is installed with Java 9 version, open the command prompt and type JShell. If you want to create any list using JShell, list of type integer a list equal to new array list of type integer. Now we have created a new array list in JShell. How to add the values to the list? A dot a list to dot add of 3 3 a list to dot add of 5. One more value will add a list to dot add of some 7. How to see the values of this a list? Simply you can see or enter a list 357. We have created this 357. But what is the problem with this a list? And how to make this list as unmodifiable? List of type integer. This time we are taking it as units equal to collections dot unmodifiable list of. Now we have created another list and you put unmodifiable list values to this units array list. We'll try to add one more element to this units array list. Now you can see unsupported operation exception thrown. That means it is working perfect. But if you want to add any element or any value to this existing or source array list, definitely you can do that. A list to dot add of 6. You can see true means it is added to the source array list. You can see 3576. That means still you are able to update or modify to the existing or source array list. So problem here is still we can edit original source list. In order to avoid that, a list is equal to collections dot unmodifiable list of a list. Now we will try to add a new element to this source code. Now we will try to add one more element to this unmodifiable source array list. Now you can see unsupported operation exception is thrown. If we want to add, the same behavior can be achieved as part of Java 1.5. How it is possible? List of type integer, a list int is equal to arrays dot as list of 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 comma 9. We have added successfully 1 3 5 7 9. If you want to display this list, you can see here. If we try to add one more value to this, now you can see that unsupported operation exception thrown again. That means a list int equal to arrays dot as list. So this is directly implementing unmodifiable array list. That means by default it is providing unmodifiable list. This is much better than the above example, but when you try to add an element to the list, it will throw the unsupported exception, unsupported operation exception, and list can't be mutated. If we want to mutate the value, we need to iterate and change the values. By using Java 9 collection factories, we can create immutable collections. List of type integer L equal to list to dot of. If you want, you can create an empty array list. If you want to create a list with values, it's equal to list to dot of 2 comma 4 comma 6. You can see, fetch the values. You are able to fetch what are the values you require. You can able to fetch the values from this list using Java 9. We'll try to add a new value to this L value, add of some 5. You can see here unsupported operation exception thrown. That means it is very simple to create using Java 9 and it is very easy to learn. If we want to add a new value to this, if I want to pass, I will create another list with null value. List of type string equal to list to dot of san loc and null. We have not referenced it with any other identifier. I will try to assign a variable to this. Now you can see null pointer exception is thrown. If you try to pass any null value to the list, definitely it will throw null pointer exception. So what about the advantages here? As of now, we have done with the practical examples. Then we can identify what are the advantages we have find. These lists are immutable. Elements cannot be added, removed, or replaced in this list. Calling any mutator method, that is addAll, clear, removeAll, replaceAll, will always cause unsupported operation exception. They do not allow null elements. If you try to attempt to add null elements, which result in null pointer exception, they are serializable if all elements are serializable. The order of elements in the list is the same as the order of the insertion. That's all. This is about list interface.